Hey there, and welcome back to the Trang Nova channel. My name is Trang and I am a speaker and speaking coach, helping entrepreneurs like you to harness the power of your voice, to be able to speak with confident authority so that you can be recognized as a visible leader in and out of your business. Today's video is all about how you can sound more professional when you speak in 3 simple steps. And the reason I'm sharing this today is because whether you are an entrepreneur and you want to elevate your personal brand, you want to have more effective marketing, you want to make more sales, develop better relationships with your clients, or you are preparing for a job interview, a negotiation meeting, a sales call with a client. Whatever it is, if you want to carry yourself with more professionalism, if you want to sound more authoritative and be taken more seriously, then this is going to be for you. Because a lot of people, they have brilliant knowledge and they have a lot of passion, but they struggle to speak in a way that showcases their credibility. So they wonder why people don't take them seriously. They wonder why they don't sound polished, why their words get lost. And then their clients and networks end up seeing them as more of a friend rather than an authority or an expert in that interaction. If this is something that you experience, I want you to know that it's not due to your lack of knowledge or the fact that you are not worthy. It's simply a reflection of how you carry yourself when you speak. I've shared this story before, but I'm going to share it again because this highlights exactly what I am saying. Recently, I had the honor of watching one of my friends present his thesis for his PhD in astrophysics at Harvard University. I know, very smart man. And as I watched the replay, I watched this older man who got up at the start to introduce my friend. I watched this man speak and I couldn't help but feel sorry for him. You know, he seemed very nervous, he looked uncomfortable, his speaking tone was uncertain, and he had filler words every 10 seconds. So I texted my friend and I said, "Who was that who introduced you at the start? He seems really sweet." And my friend replied saying, "Funny you call him sweet, like he's a gentle old man. You know, he's the chair of the astronomy department at Harvard University. He is a professor of astrophysics. He's one of the most famous cosmologists in the world and the smartest man that I know." And I laughed and I said, "Don't blame me. I had a 2-minute impression of this guy and that's what I got from him." And that is the point. You could be the most knowledgeable or brilliant person in your field, or you could be the most passionate visionary. But if you are unable to clearly and confidently convey that to people around you, then you will only ever be perceived at the level of your ability to communicate. And that's why we are focusing on the 3 steps for you to sound more professional when you speak. Let's get into it. The first step is to improve your articulation. Your articulation is the way that you move your mouth and you open up your mouth to clearly sound out each syllable of every word that you say. I'm talking about drawing out your vowels. I'm talking about making each consonant crisp. Because the more clearly that you articulate your words, the more easily you will be understood. And when people understand you easily, 1, you're going to be more engaging. 2, you'll be seen in a more credible light. You're going to be seen as more sophisticated and professional. And that's why the British accent is often seen as a very sophisticated accent, because the accent itself has very clear articulation of the English language. So what you need to do is you need to be very intentional about how you enunciate your words. Pretend that you are a news anchor, a weather reporter, or you are an actress or actor in theatre. You need to make sure that you say every D and P and T very clearly, and you finish each word with as much projection and resonance as you started. Let me share with you a drill that you can improve your articulation. Put a pen in your mouth, and when you do that, you're going to be forced to work harder to articulate your words. Hello, my name is Trang, and I'm having a very fun time. I'm going to say the same thing again now without the pen. Hello, my name is Trang, and I'm having a very fun time. When I said the same thing without the pen, I developed the muscle memory and the habit of really activating my mouth muscles. And it sounded exaggerated, but the point is that where you practice over-exaggeration in private, you will develop the habit and the muscle memory to articulate your words more clearly when you are in day-to-day interactions and you're not thinking about it as much, or you dull it down. So improve your articulation and you'll immediately be seen as more credible. Now, the second step to sound more professional when you speak is to use a downward inflection. Let me ask you a question. What is the one difference in speaking delivery between asking a question versus making a statement? It's the inflection at the end. When you ask a question, you have an upwards inflection. For example, hi, can I borrow your pencil? Hi, what is your name? Hi, are you having a good day? Now, if you are asking a question, it means that you are uncertain, right? You don't know the answer. That's why you are asking the question. But if you want to sound authoritative, if you want to sound professional, sounding uncertain is the last thing that you want to sound like. So you want to make sure that you steer clear from an upwards inflection and instead develop a downwards inflection with each statement. So instead of saying, hi, my name is Trang and thank you for joining me today. I am a speaker and speaking coach. You need to make sure that you sound like this. Hello, my name is Trang. Thank you for joining me here today. I am a speaker and speaking coach. Did you hear the difference between the upwards inflections versus the downward inflections? Downward sounds so much more confident, so much more clear and professional. Now, the third step for you to sound more professional when you speak is to slow down your speaking with intentional pauses. Question for you. What is the one thing that happens to someone's speaking speed when they feel nervous? They speak faster. So if you want to sound professional, sounding nervous is the last thing that you would want to do. So you need to make sure that you slow down your speaking. And straight away, your words and your sentences carry more weight. You sound smarter. You sound more clear and convicted in what you are saying. And this is relevant whether you are educating someone or you're coaching someone or you are doing marketing or in a meeting, but also in an interview, if you're getting interviewed for the media or you are doing a Q&A. When you get asked a question, make sure that you pause before answering. For example, if someone asks me, Trang, tell me why we should hire you. If I go straight into an answer and I'm like, yeah, so the reason you should hire me is because I think that I have a lot of experience, I've been working for a long time. And if I just went straight into it, then it sounds like I haven't thought about my answer. I'm just saying something for the sake of saying it. So my words don't carry as much weight anymore. I'm not as trustworthy because I haven't thought clearly about what I'm going to say. Versus if I get asked, Trang, tell us, why should we hire you? I believe that you should hire me because my superpower is my ability to move people with my voice. I have this incredible ability to have people on the edge of their seats, engaged throughout the whole talk. And then for days to come, they are buzzing and talking about that session. Did you hear the difference? When I pause for even 2 or 3 seconds after the question, I sound so much more smart. I sound like what I'm about to say carries a lot more power. I'm a lot more trustworthy because I think about what I'm going to say. I carry integrity and professionalism. I don't have to rush. I can take my time. I'm confident. I'm grounded. So if you want to sound more professional, make sure you slow down your speaking and have intentional pauses. My friends, those are the 3 steps for you to easily sound more professional when you speak. Number 1 is to articulate your words more clearly. Number 2 is to have a downwards inflection. And number 3 is to slow down and have intentional pauses. I hope that this video has been helpful for you and that these practical tips you can take away and implement straight away to sound more professional. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please make sure that you give this video a like and you subscribe to this channel. I'm still a new channel, so I would love to be able to expand my reach and help more people amplify their voice and transform their speaking presence. I hope that you have a fabulous day and I'll catch you in the next video.